वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल मास्टरिंग कॉमर्स एकेडमी। आज हम पढ़ेंगे मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग के एमसीक्यू सीरीज का पार्ट 8, जिसमें आज हम कवर करेंगे सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर रेशियो एनालिसिस। इससे बहुत ज्यादा एमसीक्यूज हैं जो पूछे जाते हैं, इसलिए मैंने इसके दो पार्ट बनाए हैं। पार्ट 8 और पार्ट 9 में भी रेशियो एनालिसिस के अकॉर्डिंग ही एमसीक्यूज होंगे। और जो ये लेक्चर है ये बीबीए, बीकॉम, एमबीए, एमकॉम और अदर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स लाइक जूनियर ऑडिटर, अकाउंट असिस्टेंट, सीनियर अकाउंट असिस्टेंट, अकाउंटेंट ग्रेड 2, 1, जितने भी पेपर एग्जाम्स हैं जिनमें अकाउंट्स और अकाउंट्स के रिलेटेड एमसीक्यूज पूछे जाते हैं, उन सबके लिए ये वाला लेक्चर सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि रेशियो एनालिसिस के चैप्टर में से एमसीक्यूज 100% पूछे ही जाते हैं। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट today's lecture. First question is, ratio analysis is a tool used for auditing, financial forecasting, financial statement analysis, budgeting. So here the correct answer is ratio analysis is a tool used for financial statement analysis. C is the correct answer. Next question is, current ratio is calculated as current liabilities upon current assets over current liabilities, total assets over total liabilities, liquid assets over current liabilities. So current ratio क्या होती है? That is current assets over current liabilities, CA upon CL. B is the correct answer. Next question is, ideal current ratio is considered to be 1:1, 2:1, 1.5:1, 3:1. So ideal current ratio कौन सी होती है? That is 2:1. और इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है? करंट एसेट्स अपॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज. B is the correct answer. Next question is, quick ratio is also known as current ratio, acid test ratio, turnover ratio, operating ratio. Quick ratio किसे कहा जाता है? That is acid test ratio. B is the correct answer. Or we can say liquidity ratio. B is the correct answer here. Question number 50 is, quick assets include inventory and prepaid expenses, cash and prepaid expenses, cash, marketable securities and debtors, stock and prepaid insurance. So quick assets बताना है. Quick assets means जो ही बहुत ही कम टाइम पीरियड में कैश और कैश इन फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं. So here the correct answer is C. Cash, marketable securities and debtors. C is the correct answer. Next question is, debt equity ratio measures. Debt equity ratio जो होती है वो क्या मेजर करती है? Liquidity, solvency, profitability, efficiency. जो डेप्ट इक्विटी रेशियो बताती है कि हमारी कंपनी कितनी सॉल्वेंट है. सॉल्वेंट मीन वो कितनी ही लायबल है, कितनी ही उसमें कैपेसिटी है अपने डेट्स को पे ऑफ करने की अपनी इक्विटी में से जो भी उसने पैसा कमाया. सो हियर द करेक्ट आंसर इज बी. Next question is, a high debt equity ratio indicates low risk, high liquidity, high financial risk, high profitability. A high debt equity ratio indicates basically high financial risk. C is the correct answer. So question number 8 is, return on equity ROE measures return to shareholders on assets, profit after tax, equity shareholders fund, net sales upon equity, operating profit upon total capital. So return on equity measures profit after tax upon equity shareholder fund. B is the correct answer. So question number 9 is, inventory turnover ratio indicates sales growth, efficiency in managing stock, liquidity position, debt management. इन्वेंट्री टर्नओवर रेशियो क्या इंडिकेट करती है? ये हमें इंडिकेट करती है एफिशिएंसी इन मैनेजिंग स्टॉक. B is the correct answer. Question number 10 is, which ratio helps evaluate short-term liquidity? Operating ratio, quick ratio, debt equity ratio, return on capital employed. So here क्विक रेशियो जो है वो शॉर्ट टर्म लिक्विडिटी को इवेलुएट करती है. बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, वर्किंग कैपिटल टर्नओवर रेशियो इज कैलकुलेटेड एज sales over working capital over sales, current assets upon current liabilities, net profit upon working capital. So here working capital turnover का मतलब ही sales होता है. So here the correct answer is sales upon working capital. A is the correct answer. Next question is the formula of gross profit ratio is gross profit upon net profit into 100, net profit upon sales into 100, gross profit upon sales into 100, sales upon gross profit into 100. So here the correct answer is C. Gross profit upon sales into 100. C is the correct answer. Question number 13 is return on capital employed. ROCE is a liquidity ratio, profitability ratio, turnover ratio, market ratio. So return on capital employed is a profitability ratio. B is the correct answer. Question number 14 is a high inventory turnover ratio indicates slow moving goods, efficient inventory management, high level of inventory, या फिर overstocking. So here the correct answer is efficient inventory management. B is the correct answer. Question number 15 is proprietary ratio is proprietor's fund upon total assets, current assets upon proprietor's fund, fixed asset upon proprietor's fund, debt upon proprietor's fund. Proprietary ratio is a proprietor's fund upon total assets. A is the correct answer. Question number 16 is earning per share is calculated as net profit upon number of shares, gross profit upon number of shares, operating profit upon share capital, dividend upon net profit. So here earnings per share is calculated as net profit upon number of shares. A is the correct answer. Question number 17 is price earning ratio is price per share upon earning per share over price per share, market cap over net profit, net sales upon number of shares. So here the correct answer is A. Price per share upon earning per share is known as price earning ratio. Next question is operating ratio includes cost of goods sold plus administrative and selling expenses, net profit plus indirect expenses, sales minus gross profit, या फिर D, none of the above. So here the correct answer is A. Cost of goods sold add administrative and selling expenses. ये सब आता है operating ratio में. Next question is if the current ratio is 2:1, working capital is 40,000, then current assets are basically जो इसका formula होता है that is current asset over current liability, that is current ratio 2:1. So here the working capital is 40,000, that is double. So correct answer is 80,000. Current assets are 80,000. A is the correct answer. Next question is capital gearing ratio relates to fixed asset to current asset, equity capital to debt capital, fixed cost capital to equity share capital to reserves. So here the correct answer is fixed cost capital to equity capital. That relates to capital gearing ratio. This is a bonus question for you. Again, you have to answer this question in the comment section below. Turnover ratio helps in assessing profitability, liquidity, efficiency या फिर capital structure. So इसका आंसर आपको कमेंट सेक्शन में देना है कि टर्नओवर रेशियो जो है वो उन्हें क्या चीज में हेल्प करती है बताने में. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share this lecture and comment down below the answer and subscribe to the channel Mastering Commerce Academy.